What's up, planet Earth? Hollywood here on today's episode of Hollywood's Romeo and Juliet, Act 2, Scene 2. Romeo and Juliet, Scene 2, Act 2. Enter Romeo. He jests at scars that never felt a wound. Juliet appears above at a window. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love, oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eyes discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold, 'tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all of the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight doth a lamp, her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she learns her cheek upon her head. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. I, me, she speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven unto the white, upturned, wandering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air. O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy names, or if thou wilt not, be thus sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. Aside, shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this? 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art myself, thou not a Montague. What's Montague is, it is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose. By any other name would smell as sweet, so Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes. Without that title, Romeo doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself. I take thee at thy word, call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo. What man art thou thus bescreened in night, so stumblest on my counsel? By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tear the word. My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague? Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike. How camest thou hither, tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death considering. Who art thou, if any of my kinsmen find thee here? With love's light wings do I o'er-perch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do that dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me. If they do see thee, they will murder thee. Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity. I would not for the world they saw thee here. I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prolonged, wanted of thy love. By whose direction foundest thou out this place? By love, who first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert out thou as far as vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise. Thou knowest the mask of light is on my face, else would a maiden blush be paint my cheek for that would which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, feigned, and I would I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Doubtst thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou must prove false at lovers' perjuries. Then say, Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou doth love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse, and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou art over hers, I was ware. My true love's passion, therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered. Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops. Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconsistent moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable. What shall I swear by? Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt swear by the gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee. If my heart's dear loves, well, do not swear, although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too undevised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night, this blood of love, but summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet response and west come thy heart as that within my breast. Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied? What satisfaction canst thou have to the night? The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine. I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again. Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love? But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give thee, the more I have. For both are infinite calls within. I hear some noise within, dear love. Adieu, anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again. Exit from above. Oh, blessed night, I am afeard, being in night. All this is but a dream, too flattering, sweet to be substantial. Dear Juliet from above. Thee words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed, if that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follows thee, my lord, through the world. Madam, I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee. Madam, by and by I come to cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send, so thrive my soul. 1,000 times good night, exit above. 1,000 times the worst to want thy light. Love's God goes towards love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks. Hiring fair Juliet. Hist, Romeo, hist, oh, for a falconer's voice to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is a horse and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave for echoes lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine with repetition of Romeo's name. It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sounds lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears. Romeo, my dear, at what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee? At the hour of 9. I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why did call thee back. Let me stand here till thou remember it. I shall forget to have thee stand here, remembering how I love thy company. And I'll still stay to have thee forgetting any other home but this. 'Tis almost morning, I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird who lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with silk thread pluck it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty. I would I were thy bird, sweet, so I would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be tomorrow. Sit above. Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast, would I sleep and pace, so sweet to rest. Hence I will to my ghostly father sell, his help to crave, and dear hap to tell. Exit. That's it for today's show. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Leave some comments below. Share this with everybody, and subscribe.